Hello and welcome to a brand new week in the market and another opportunity to make money from the currency market. My name is Olugbemi and I'm your host and trainer on MS Africa Academy. As usual, we're going to be taking a look at what the market is doing for the week and what we hope to take a look at or do for this week. Okay, so the week is September 27th to October 1st, 2021. That's the week we are going to be looking at. As a support for the channel, please remember to subscribe if you have not done so. Click like on this video, and if you have any question, you have any currency pair you want us to look at together, you can also put that in the comment section. Also, you should be reminded that I have now finally launched the most valuable currency trading book ever published, Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint. It's truly a blueprint. It covers everything you need to trade profitably, professionally, from basic level through the advanced level of trading. You need this book. If you've not ordered your own copy of this book, you want to go do so right away. Look at the detail below the video. You're going to see the link where you learn more about what the book is all about, and then order your own copy. You can order the physical hard copy. The hard copy format, hard cover format, is now available for distribution nationwide in Nigeria and Ghana. And if you're outside Nigeria or Ghana, you may want to order the e-copy. Even if you're in Nigeria and you want the e-copy, it's also available. Just click on the link and you're going to see how to order your copy. And if you want the physical copy out of Nigeria, out of Africa, you may go on Amazon. You're going to see all of that on the link that leads to the book. So let's go. Remember that the trading of forex, currencies, stocks, spot currencies, futures, they all have large potential reward, the same way they have large potential risk. And you want to be aware of the risk involved and be willing to accept them in order to invest in these currencies or whatever you trade in the markets. All right. So now let's go into the market. We're going to start as usual the way we normally do by taking a look at the Forex Factory and see if there are news, high impact news for the week that we want to take note of. Okay, so for Monday, we have British pound by 7 p.m. West African time. On Tuesday, we have US dollar by 3 p.m. West African time. On Wednesday, we have British pound and US dollar. So it seems for between Monday and Wednesday, we've been having British pound and US dollar. On Thursday, no high impact news, although we have medium impact news there. Okay. And then on Friday, we have Canadian dollar and US dollar for 1:30 p.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. Okay, so that's it for the news, high impact news we have for the week. So you want to take your time. You may want to go to Forex Factory to take a look at them for you to know exactly what you want to do in the market before jumping into the market. So let's go to the charts now and see what the market is doing. Okay, so on the weekly, we are taking a look at US dollar now, the US dollar currency index, that's DXY. And if you look at it, we had this horizontal line here around the 93.2 area. Okay, and now last week candle closed just above it, although it was an indecision candle, but the week just started and we are seeing it above it. That doesn't mean that it's going to continue, but if it sustains the strength above the 93.2 area, then we are going to assume that dollar is going to be strong. And if dollar is strong, how do we trade other currency pairs that have dollar in there? So let's move on to see how we are going to trade those ones. Let's see British pound US dollar. Okay, so if that's If that works, if US dollar remains strong, we're going to go for bearish for GBP USD. Okay, we will assume that GBP USD will be bearish. Last week candle closed above our support. It touched the support, but it closed above it. And currently, we are still, above the support, and it is heading towards the resistance now. However, that doesn't mean the week is going to remain that way. So we are keeping our eye on this horizontal line at 1.36 level. Okay, 1.36 level. So when we see it below that area, we're going to look to sell. Okay, we'll be expecting that the pair is going to be bearish, and if it's bearish, we'll be looking to sell. Let's take a look at USD Canadian Dollar. Okay, so US dollar Canadian dollar has been pushing up for a couple of weeks now, and last week candle closed bearish. However, that could be a retracement to all of this push up here. So we have this closing here, and it stopped just okay, let me change this to the 50 moving average to be sure. Okay, it closed below the 50 moving average. Okay, so we want to look at what happens if this goes and remains and it sustains the area above the 50 moving average on the weekly time frame. Then we will be looking at the strengths in terms of US dollar, and if that holds true, then US dollar remains strong. Then we'll look at Euro USD. Euro USD is bearish. Last week candle closed bearish. We have the mini support that we placed there, and it closed below it, and we're expecting it to get back to this next support level, the around 1.162. It is currently around 1.169, so that's just some 70 pips there about from where it is now. So we expect it to get to here at least for the week before, even if it's going to continue up. But then when we now see it below the 1.162, then we'll be looking at it going all the way to 1.135. All right. So that's it for Euro USD. We'll keep our eyes open on that as well. USD JPY, US dollar yen. Let's take a look at what's happening with that. Okay, last week candle closed bullish, and it's closed outside of our consolidation. We have this consolidation here since the last 2 weeks, and you see that it has now gone outside of the consolidation. So now it is around a resistance. It's around a resistance level, and we expect some retracements. Okay, so around where it is now, we expect some level of retracement down towards where it's pushed out from, then continuation later. All right, so that's what we are looking at with US dollar JPY. We expect some retracement before it finally begins to push up. AUD US dollar. AUD US dollar is also bearish. However, last candle closed as indecision, and with indecision candle, it could go up, it could come down, it could take a new way. And I am also seeing something like head and shoulder pattern forming. Let me try to draw that out. Okay, not a very smooth one though, but it looks like we are having something like this forming. All right, so it looks like we may have this form, and if that happens, we see it below this area, especially below this our support here, 1.170. Then we will expect it to sell for a long time. Okay, but for now it is likely going to come towards at least the 1.711 area. Okay, so it was an indecision candle last week, and because of that we want to be careful not to jump in too quickly until we have all our entry rules met. So if you trade without entry rules, ensure to have your rules and always maintain disciplines to follow those rules. NZD USD. NZD USD last candle also closed bearish, but just above our 50 moving average, and that shows that it hasn't really changed. The the direction hasn't really changed. And looking at the two engulfing bullish candle we had some weeks ago, we want to be careful because all of this just look like retracement to this, and that means we can begin to see a continuation of the bulls from where it is right now. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Yes, judging from the strength of US dollar, we'll be still expecting that this should sell, but because NZD is also strong, this could continue to push up from here. So as long as it remains above our 50 moving average where it is right now, we'll be looking to buy. So above the 1.70 area, buy is what we will continue to do. We'll be looking at it being bullish. But as long as it remains below the 1.69 area, then we'll be expecting a continuation of the bearish move. Okay, before we move to the minor pairs, let's take a look at gold. All right, so looking at gold, we have been looking at gold as bearish for some times now. We even did some sell, and that's what you're seeing there. Okay, so we're expecting it to come down towards this area, and so far it has pushed all the way down here. Currently, last candle was indecision, but more bearish. All right, and this candle has started. It is still playing around, but it is the whole idea is more bearish. My bias is more bearish than bullish on gold. Okay, so let's go to euro pairs and then we move on to GB pairs. For Euro AUD, have we done Euro USD? I think we've done that. So Euro AUD, last week candle was an indecision candle and it closed below this our mini resistance around 1.616. Okay, as long as it remains below it, we will look to sell it down here. Okay, so it looks like some sell may happen there. As long as it remains below that our mini resistance, we're going to be looking to sell, especially because looking at the two engulfing bearish candle, this may sell. And it may also buy, looking at the huge one that we had here. All of this could be retracement. So if we have it above the, if it becomes stable above the 1.62 thereabout, 1.62, if it gets to around the 1.62 area, then we'll be looking to go bullish. But as long as it remains below this 1.616 area, then we will look to sell at least towards this area, even if it's going to continue the bullish push. Euro Canadian Dollar. Euro Canadian Dollar is bearish from what we have been seeing so far. It's been bearish. Last week candle closed bearish, and this week is pushing. However, it is currently around our support. So if we are going to look to sell right now, we are going to wait to see it below that support around 1.478 area. Okay, but if it remains above it, then it's likely going to push up for some times. And if we see it's finally pushing up and closing above it, then we'll take on a bullish bias. All right, but for now, it remains bearish. Eurogbp. Eurogbp also looks more bearish, although it is more consolidating. It is more of consolidation. So we're going to have that area highlighted. All right, so we have the area where it's been consolidating. We have it highlighted. And I think that way we'll be able to make a decision outside of that area. It is best when we see it outside of this area. However, as a short-term trader, maybe a scalper or intraday trader, you can still do some short sells, short buy in between or inside of the consolidation. That's for Euro GBP anyways. So that means with this consolidation, it means that the strengths and weakness are kind of equal. And understanding again that Euro and British pound are from the same zone. Okay, now we are on Euro JPY and it looks bullish. Okay, Euro JPY looks bullish. Looking at judging from the kind of candle that closed last week, it looks more bullish, and my bias on this is bullish. Although we may see some short retracements, but the overall bias for me is bullish. Euro NZD. Euro NZD looks much more bearish. Sorry, it looks much more bearish, and currently it's been retracing up. I expect it to perhaps retrace a little more and then continue its way down. Okay, so my bias for this is bearish, and even though it may retrace for some time, I expect a continuation of the bearish. Euro, GBP AUD, more bullish from what we see. The trend has been bullish. This had a couple of candles retracing and more like consolidating, but it looks like it has started going up again. So as long as it remains up here, we'll be looking to buy, but more like a consolidation. So for me, I'll just relax and sit back and see what happens with this pair before I jump in. GBP NZD. GBP looks bullish, sorry, bearish, judging from this two engulfing candle and all of this. And we also have kind of a consolidating path here, I guess from the lower time frame. But this week's candle is currently above it, but the week is just starting. It has not closed. Okay, so this video is being done on Monday morning, and we'll wait to see where it goes. If it closes above here, then we may be looking to buy, but as long as it remains inside and below here especially, then we'll change our bias to sell. And this also gave us a huge engulfing candle, a bearish candle for last week, and that may signify the beginning of bearish trend. So, but before that continues, it's like we are seeing a retracement there or correction. So we will let the correction complete its course, and then we will look to do sell. GBP it's been in a consolidation for quite some time. Last week candle was bearish, and currently it is going back up. But when we see continuation of that bearish move, we are going to jump in, especially outside of that consolidation. And this week, this one is bullish. Last week candle closed bullish, and this week is beginning to go up. We may still see it coming back down until I see it below this black horizontal line around the 149.5 area. Below it, then I'll look to sell. But as long as it remains above it here, we'll continue to do a buy. Finally, I'll take a look at AUD NZD. AUD NZD is currently bullish. The trend is mainly bearish, okay, but what we are seeing now is correction. It is bullish, and it may go all the way back to around 1.044 or 1.006 before it starts going down again. So we expect some retracement or correction, which we cannot be too sure if it's going to get to 50%, 70 something percent thereabout, or just 25%, 23%. So, but currently it is retracing, it's going back up, it is bullish. However, it may come down to feel this jump in the market. When there's jump in the market like this, usually there may be some feeling of that jump before it continues whatever direction it wants to go. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see what happens with all of this pair during the week. So I wish you all of you a beautiful trading week. Ensure to follow all your trading rules and be sure that you have trading rule at all in the first place. And don't forget, I mentioned earlier that my book is now out, Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint. If you have not bought your copy of this book, you want to go now and do so. It is Imagine learning how to trade from basic to advanced level with less than $10. The e-copy is less than $10, $9.99. That's less than 5,000 in naira, in Nigerian naira. Okay, but if you want to buy the physical book, it comes in hardcover. It doesn't get spoiled on time. It's very beautiful, and that one is about $20. That's $19.99. That is 10,000 naira in naira. Okay, and if you are buying from Nigeria or Ghana, we will ship to you. Okay, so please look at the link down there below and place your order. You're also invited to be a part of our academy. You may want to take a look at our different courses and pick one for yourself. It's almost another month and we are entering the last quarter of the year. What are you doing to make a difference in your trading career? Do not be stingy to yourself. You want to learn. Knowledge is said to be the new rule of money. So, what are you doing to impart, to acquire the proper knowledge that is going to help you become a professional and profitable trader? Take up a training package today and get yourself a copy of this book. You need it. Thank you, and please enjoy the rest of your week.